Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to learn how to build an AI agent to auto-summarize Google Drive thesis papers. So let's suppose I'm running an education center and all my students upload their PDF or the thesis papers in my Google Drive. Now I want that whenever a new file has been added in this Google Drive, the summary should be automatically generated with the help of AI agent. Here I'm going to use my AI agent as OpenAI, and then the doc should be automatically created in my Google Docs. Doing this manually will consume a lot of time, so I'm completely going to automate this process. And to do this automation, I'm going to use Pabbly Connect. So Pabbly Connect is an amazing automation and integration software which requires no coding or programming skills. Here I just need to build connection between Google Drive, OpenAI and Google Docs. With the help of Pabbly Connect, I am going to build this connection in such a way that whenever I am going to add a new file in my Google Drive, the summary will be automatically generated with the help of OpenAI, and this doc will be automatically created in my Google Docs. Now, if you want to learn the step-by-step process, then let me take you all to my screen. In this video, we are going to learn how to use an AI agent to auto-summarize Google Drive thesis papers. For this, I am going to create automation between Google Drive, OpenAI and Google Docs with the help of Pabbly Connect. So this is the landing page of Pabbly, and you can visit this simply by typing pabbly.com/connect in your browser. Now after browsing this website, we need to sign in to our Pabbly account. On the top right corner, you can see two options, sign in and sign up for free. If you are an existing user, click on the sign in, and if you are a new user, click on the sign up for free, and this will give you 100 tasks free on monthly basis. As I'm an existing user, I'll click on the sign in, and here all Pabbly apps page has appeared, which is showing me all the Pabbly applications. I'm going to click on this Pabbly Connect Access Now. And it has taken me towards this dashboard where I will be able to find all my workflows over here and all the folders which I've created over here. Now if you want to create a new folder, simply click on this plus icon, and from here you can create a new folder. For now, I want to create a new workflow, for which I need to click on this create workflow button, and first I need to provide the workflow name, and then I have to select the folder in which I want to save that workflow. So first let's name this workflow as how to build an AI agent to auto-summarize Google Drive thesis papers, and now I need to select my folder. So these are the folders which have been created, and here I'm going to select this as AI agent and then click on create. Here workflow created successfully. As soon as I click on create, two boxes have appeared in front of me. One is trigger, other is action. So trigger says when this happens, an action says do this. So trigger is basically an event which starts the automation of a workflow. There can be only one trigger step in a workflow, but as many as action steps as you want. Here in this workflow, I want to build an AI agent to auto-summarize Google Drive thesis papers, which means whenever I am going to upload a new file or a thesis paper in my Google Drive, the summary will be automatically generated with the help of AI agent. Here I am going to use my AI agent as OpenAI, and then a doc will be automatically created in my Google Docs. So here trigger says when this happens. So when I'm going to upload a new file or a new thesis paper in my Google Drive, and then action says do this, then generate a summary and upload or create a doc in Google Docs. So here in my trigger application, I will be taking Google Drive, and then in my action application, I will be taking OpenAI and Google Docs. Let me quickly take my trigger application as Google Drive. And then in my trigger event, I am going to take this new file in a specific folder and then click on connect. If you have an existing connection, go with save. If you don't have one, click on this add new connection. And now to make this connection, we have to click on this sign in with Google. You have to choose your account in which you have logged in your Google Drive. And after choosing your account, you simply need to grant away some permissions, for which you need to click on this allow. You can do this too because your data is completely safe with Pabbly Connect. And here authorization successful, which means Google Drive is connected with Pabbly Connect. And now I have to enter the folder or the subfolder. Now if I open my Google Drive, I can see that I have created the folder by the name Thesis. In this drop down, I have all the folders which I have created in my Google Drive. The name of my folder is Thesis. Now before I click on the save and send test request, I do not have any file in this folder. So first I'm going to upload a file. I have already downloaded a file. I'm going to upload that thesis in my Google Drive, this folder, and here I have uploaded this file. I'm going to open this and let's check what it is. So the title is The Importance and Impact of Physical Education in Modern Education Systems. We have the abstract, introduction, study, objectives of the study, historical background, benefits of physical education, challenges, then we have the global perspective, and then we have the recommendation, case study, future of PE, conclusion and references. Now this is the thesis which we have received, and I want to send this to my Pabbly Connect workflow so that the data can be processed and the summary could be generated. Before that, what we have to do, we have to click on this three dots, we have to go towards this share, we have to click on the share button, and then we have to grant away the journal access to anyone with the link. If this general access is restricted, my AI agent will not be able to access this file and won't be able to generate the summary. So I have to provide the general access to anyone with the link, and then I have to click on this done. I will go back to my Pabbly Connect. I have uploaded a file in this folder. I've granted away the permission or the general access, and now I'm going to click on the save and send test request, and let's wait for the response. So here I have received the response. I have received the web view link, web content link, and then the rest of the details. I'm going to copy this web content link and paste that in a new tab to check whether I have received the same response or not. And here it has been downloaded. I'm going to open this, and this is the same exact file which we have uploaded. Now the response received is correct. And as soon as I've received the response, we can say the connection setup that we have created between Pabbly Connect and Google Drive, that is successful. And now whenever I'm going to add a new file in this folder, I will start capturing that response here in this workflow. But it is important to understand that Google Drive is a polling based application, which means Pabbly Connect will check for the response in 10 minutes and not instantly. So if I upload a file in that folder, Pabbly Connect will check for the response in 10 minutes instead of giving me the response instantly. So this is how this polling applications work. Now that I've uploaded this file in this folder, I want to generate the summary. And to generate the summary, I'm going to take my AI agent or my action application as OpenAI. And then in my action event, I'm going to take extract content from PDF and then click on connect. If you have an existing connection, go with save. If you don't have one, click on this add new connection. And now to make this connection, we have to enter the token. Following the help desk given below, I'm going to enter the token and I'm going to click on the hyperlink given over here. And it has taken me towards this API keys page. Now, if you want to create a new API token, simply click on this create new secret key. First, name this key. So let's say the name is test. The project will be default project and the permissions will be all. And then you simply need to click on this create secret key. A new API token will be provided to you, which you need to copy and simply paste that over here. Here, as I've already created this connection multiple times, I have the existing connection. That's why I'm going to select the existing connection and then go with save. Here OpenAI is connected with Pabbly Connect, and now I have to enter the image URL prompt and the structured output fields. Now here what I'm going to do, I'm going to map the web content link which we have received in the previous response. If you remember, we have copied this link and we have opened in a new tab and we got the file which we have uploaded. So we have to map that same web content link in this image or the PDF URL. Over here, mapping is important so that every time you receive a new response, it is taken into consideration in this field. Manually entering the data will make this field static and the information will not change even if you have received the new response. Over here, if I manually enter this web content link, this field will become static, and every time I receive a new response, the result will not change. So as to keep this field dynamic, we use this process mapping instead of manually entering the details. Now here I have entered this image or the PDF URL, and next I need to enter the prompt. I'm normally going to enter the prompt like generate summary for the thesis. Now I'm going to enter the structured output. I need to enter this JSON schema. So for that, what I'm going to do, under this important note, you can see this hyperlink. I'm going to open this. And here I have landed towards this structured outputs. So it's written, try it out in the playground or generate a ready to use schema definition to experiment with structured outputs. I'm going to click on this generate, and it is written over here, describe how you want the model to respond, and we'll generate a JSON schema. So here what I'm going to write, summary, type of text. So here I have written summary type of text, give the concise summary of the thesis. So in this particular format itself, I have to write this, and now I'm going to click on this create, and you will see that in no time I'm going to receive the JSON schema which I'm going to copy and paste that over here. Now here in this field, what I'm going to do, I'm simply going to copy this entirely. The schema which I have generated, I'm going to simply copy and paste that over here. Now I do not need to do anything. I simply need to click on the save and send test request, and you will see that we are instantly going to receive the summary of this thesis. So here we have received the response. Here you can see the thesis, then we have received the type of text. I'm going to open this thesis, and here you can see that we have received a short summary. The thesis explores the significance of physical education in contemporary education, emphasizing its role in enhancing students' physical health, mental well-being, social skills, and academic performance. Now, if you want to get more on this, you can add that prompt as a prompt or the structured output in this field. According to me, this is sufficient, so I'm going to add this to my Google Doc. I'm going to click on this add action step button, and then I'm going to search for my action application, which is Google Docs. And then in my action event, I'm going to create a blank document first. So I'm going to select my event as that and then click on connect. If you have an existing connection, go with save. If you don't have one, click on this add new connection, then click on the sign in with Google. Here I need to choose my account, and after choosing my account, I need to grant away the permissions, for which I need to click on this allow. Authorization successful, which means Google Docs is connected with Pabbly Connect, and now I have to first give the document name. So I'm going to name this document as, so this is the name, Thesis 1. So I'm going to map the name so that whenever I'm going to upload a file, the Google Doc is created by the same name of that file. So here I have mapped that, and now I'm going to click on the save and send test request, and you will see that we have received the response. I'm going to open my Google Docs. I'm going to refresh this page once, and you will see a blank document has been created, Thesis 1. Now I'm going to go back to my workflow, click on this add action step button, and then I'm going to search for my action application, which is Google Docs. And then in the action event, I'm going to select this as append a paragraph to a document, and then click on connect. Here now, as I've already an existing connection, I'm going to select save, and then I have to enter this document ID. I'm going to turn on this mapping button, and then I'm going to remove this document ID, and then I'm going to enter the document ID which I have received in this Google Docs response. So this is the document ID which I have received. I'm going to enter that, and then the text which I want to insert is the response which I have received from OpenAI. Here I have entered the document ID and inserted a text. Now I'm simply going to click on the save and send test request. But if I refresh over here, you can see that the document ID has not been inserted. This might be a technical glitch, so we can map that again. The document ID was this one. I'm mapping this again. And now when I click on the save and send test request, I'm going to receive the response. Here I've received the response. I'm going to open my Google Docs. I'm going to open this thesis. And here we can see that we have created a doc for this thesis. So now to summarize, with a Google Drive as a trigger application where we made connection with Pabbly Connect, we uploaded a file in the folder and received that response here in this workflow. As Google Drive is a polling based application, it will check for the response in 10 minutes and not instantly. Then after that, we wanted to generate the summary for that file which we have uploaded. So we took OpenAI as the action application, made connection with Pabbly Connect, generated the summary, and then we wanted to add that to my Google Docs as my document. So I took Google Docs first, created a blank document, and then append a paragraph, and then append the content which we have generated or the summary which we have generated with the help of OpenAI to that document. So this is how this automation workflow is going to run. And here we have successfully created automation between Google Drive, OpenAI, and Google Docs with the help of Pabbly Connect. I hope you like this video. Thanks for watching.
Not only these applications, but you can integrate many more applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now, if you have any doubt, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any query, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue, you can visit the website given over here. Also, if you find our videos helpful, do share it with your friends and like and subscribe to our channel.